Alrighty, I got this right here on the other channel. I do want to show you that I did take the bottom of it off. I didn't like it. So I don't know if that's going to come up first or this one. But you can see this right here on the other channel. Alright, I think it turned out really pretty. Now, let's get busy on our quilt. And see what we can get done with it. If I want to do my pencil, there it is. Alright. Now, I figured I'd just let's stick it like this. We'll put it right here in the middle. And do it. I just talked to one of my subscribers, Peggy. And she's having to go through knee surgery and all kinds of stuff. I wish that there was some way I could help her. I hate people that has to go through the pain and all. It's a cruel world we live in. But I hope she gets better. I hope that surgery helps her and all. And she said for me to tell you hi, Cindy. But here we are working on this right here. Hooray, we got it on the frame. I was thinking, you know, about my old subscribers and all. Boy, I miss some of them. And I'm talking about all of them. And all. If I could name them all, but gee whiz, I'd be bound to keep one of them out and all, and that'd make me feel bad. And, oh no, I forgot to mention. So I'm just gonna say all my old subscribers. It's kind of crazy, but I hate it when they cut my comments off. They cut my comments off because I believe it's like something I've said, and they don't want a child to hear it. Well, that's why they have YouTube Kids for. And all, and if they don't advertise it, and let anybody know that they have it. I didn't know they had it until after all this junk come out and all. And I was like, what? It's like, YouTube is like being in an abusive relationship. And I'd quit. I really would. I'd quit. I'd stop. But you guys seem like you like me too much, so I'll suck it up and keep going. It's like, why can't you just let us have our free speech? You know? It'll be alright. One day, Alice, one day. You know how that goes. I already done this one. I was waiting for the other video to upload, and I was like, man, I'm not going to sit here and do nothing, and I want to go ahead and do this, and they'll see them, you know, off and on as I go. But I'll be glad to get this right here done, you know. I'm thinking about taking and going up through here and across up here at the top. and all. It, believe it or not, when you have more stitches in here, and all, the quilt will last longer. I don't add a lot of stitches and all, so that I can go on to the next one. And people seem like they really like these quilts, and I'm glad they do. There was all kinds of things I was thinking about last night, but I can't think of one of them today. I hate it when that happens. But that's the way life goes. Don't you know? It's kind of crazy the way that things happen. You know. I wish that I knew what to do to help people out. I think it's a crying shame that, you know, the way things go with people. It's not good. I wonder how bad Moses and them, all their pain. I wonder how that worked back then. I would say they probably knew the remedy to do something with it and not be so in pain. And I bet you they didn't grab no poppy seed to do it either. And I'll make them lose their mind. I'm glad I never did get hooked on drugs and all. But I had a real strict parent life. So, my parents, I didn't even go to a ball game. And you know what? I say to myself, I'm glad that they did. It made me who I am today. And it makes you feel better. See if I can't move this one over a little bit. And I'm going to have 2 needles going up through here. And I'm really not for sure what I'm going to do to a quilt until I get done, you know, get it on the, you know, get done with it and see what needs to be done. I don't really know what I'm going to do to it. But by crackers, if I had a long arm, believe you me, that would be most definitely what I'd do. I'd most definitely go to town on it. Put my quilts on the frame. And I'd make them bigger too. I know people would like that, having a bigger quilt, but these little quilts, I'm happy to make them. I really do like to make them. And but I like that little thing. I'm telling you what. If I knew that a long time ago, ooh, I'd got me one a long time ago. But I hate it, you know, the way things are. But when Jesus Christ comes back, He gonna take care of everything. He'll fix everything. And we'll be a whole lot better off that way. I believe doing this right here is going to help me a lot. And to keep it going. And keep it, you know, gives it more stability to it. I'm about to get rid of that needle right there. Okay, there's thread. I'd take it apart and work on it, because I had it sewed wrong and I didn't like it. So it's like, nope, we're going to have to sew it. Got to take it apart to do it right. Alrighty, I'm going to leave this one in here. And just pin it around. Take this out. So I can get that out of my way. And we're going to start with another needle and do the other one. Either way I go, I'm going to have to do it like this. Because, I hope you can see me. I never even thought about that. Yeah, you can barely see me. Oh, yeah, bear. Where's the first of it? There it is. I don't know what to talk about. Because you kind of gotta watch what you say on YouTube. I think I got one more strike and they'll take my channel down. I'm trying not to. And now they got it to where that if they do take your channel down, they take every one of them down. You won't be able to get on YouTube anymore. Which I think that's a crying shame. You got naked yoga. You can watch naked yoga. That's okay. You can hear people talk about things that really shouldn't be talked about. That's fine. But don't mess with that the truth stuff. And that's a crying shame. It'll be alright. I gotta find something else to talk about now. I don't know what to talk about. But it'll work out alright. I'm pretty sure it will. I know that had somebody get mad at me. Put up a Christian video on this channel here, and they go, I thought you was going to put everything else on the other channel. I said, if you don't like what you hear, click off. I mean, I can't help it because you can't tell the difference between a quilting video and a religious video, or what you want to call religion. I don't call it religion. Jesus Christ is not a religion. It's a lifestyle. That's what it is. Yeah, I was like, man, what can I put on these empty blocks? And I thought, well, why don't I take and put all my things on here? I mean, it'd be different. You know? Like, yeah, I'll do that. Man, that's got to be... That's got to work. And I'm going to do the middle. Boy, I'm telling you what, I'm going to take a... it shouldn't be that hard or long to do these strips right down through here. Because this right here is not taking that long. But I think this right here is turning to where it goes, ooh, that's a pretty quilt in there on the bed. I'm like, thanks. He likes my quilts. But now that, I made a shirt dress looking thing that I found in Mom's stuff. So I made a pattern out of it. And it turned out ugly. I don't know if I've got it up yet or not. But it turned out ugly. I asked her, so what do y'all think about this? It's ugly. Ugly. Take it off. Get rid of it. So, alright, I'm just going to grab one and throw it on here. So, how can I do that? I wonder. Let's see if I can. Okay, we'll put one up here and one down here. We'll put two of them on here. So this is so small. I get me one of the Dresden that's so small. A little Dresden. And I'll just think about a little Dresden being on here. Be like half the size of this. Alright, I'm done with that one. Let's get some thread here. Start throwing it down. I'm glad I got that thread. I think I got it from Noah, I think. Oh, what are you doing here? Don't do that. I sure do miss Rick and Jonathan when they're gone to work. But they go to work, so I can't do nothing about that. They're out there slaving it. I wish we'd go back to the olden days. Like a little house on the prairie, you know, and live off the land. Nowadays, I don't think there's a lot of people that could do that. Living off the land, don't think they can. I would have to, myself, I would have to learn how to do gardening and all. I asked my dad about it whenever I was young. And but he said I had to do that whenever I was growing up. I ain't doing it no more. I'm like, okay. Kind of got mad about it, seemed like, you know. But there wasn't nothing I knew about it. My grandma wasn't alive. And all that stuff. Didn't have anybody that would teach me. I didn't even know how to start or what to do to begin it, you know. But now, I know you got to till up the ground before you can. Schools don't teach you how to do anything that you need to learn to survive. What they do teach, you can't survive on it. So, really, how much algebra have you used since you became an adult? None. I ain't used no algebra, none of that. And now they have the calculator, so the calculator ain't gonna work none. You know, your brain ain't gonna work none, the calculator is. Instead of teaching you. Shoot, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm not ashamed, it ain't my fault. But I didn't learn how to tell time until I was like 12 or 13 years old. And my Aunt Mary Beth taught me how to tell time. Schools didn't. Parents didn't. So, but I don't know. It's crying shame, but that's what happened. You know. Alright, let me see how much time that I got on here, because I don't want to go over. Alright, we still have some time. I still want to put one more on here, and I'm not going to care how it goes. I'm going to throw that up there so I don't forget. To forget things is very easy when you get old. I think it's going to turn out pretty good, I hope. And the two longer ones, I kind of want to... I got one that goes like this, and I have one that goes like this. And I kind of like want to put one on one side and one on the other side. And split them up. And all that good stuff. I like it when I come up with things that, it's like I did with that flower thing that I just showed you. I like it when I come up with something like that. I love doing stuff like that. No, I like sewing all the way around. You gotta like it, or else you're not gonna want to do it. If my parents, my mom and my grandma taught me whenever I was young, young, and I'd probably have me a good old business going right now. But of course, I'd be like the famous Missouri Star. That would be good. I probably wouldn't. That's like if I was rich and had a lot of money. I wouldn't be rich long because I'd be helping people out that needed it. That's just the way that things are. Yeah, I think this right here is going to turn out pretty good like this. Gotta watch over here. Catch that bottom and I'll sew it down. I'm not going to like that too well. Well, it sounds like the boys are here. I'm going to get off of here. And I'm going to do some sewing off camera so I can get these done. So I'll see you all later. Alright, I got this first part, the first row done. And I think it turned out pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it and start on my second row. So I guess I'll see you all the next video. What are you doing, Mama Cat? What are you doing? You got your nose right up against my sewing machine here, don't you? Yeah, you do. What a pretty little girl you are, sleeping there. If you would like to donate to Poor Man's Sewing, this is the way you do it. You go to Poor Man's Sewing, and you mash on it, and then you go all the way up to About, and you mash on it, and right there is Donate to Poor Man's Sewing. I would appreciate it, and thank you very much in advance.